Hey guys, today I'd like to take a look at a mask that is quite exciting actually in the collecting hobby, in my opinion, and that is the new Trick or Treat Studios 2017 female Fang-Face. Now this one is, as most of you I'm sure know, a reissue of a Be Something Studios mask, and this is a female version of the Fang-Face design. Be Something offered both a female and a male version, the female being green and the male being brown. And I did a video previously on the male Fang-Face, an original Be Something Studios 1977 Fang-Face. So I won't repeat myself by restating everything that I went over in that video on the male Fang-Face, but I can just show you here. This is a 1977 catalog page from Pete's website showing both the male and the female versions of this mask, and it was available for quite a few years. A very iconic and in my opinion, important mask. And certainly a well-known design. Now this one is the female version, as you can see, reissued by Trick or Treat Studios, and I would like to allow our special guest today at Collection Corner to really tell you a little bit about this mask and really how special it is in his own words. We're here with owner and founder Chris Zephro of Trick or Treat Studios today at Mask Fest 2017.
Hey.
And I'd like to ask you a couple questions about your fantastic new reissue of the Fang-Face masks. Okay. The first question I'd like to ask you is what is the origin of this project? How did this begin to where it is today, where you've actually issued this mask? Where did that idea and how did that project start?
Yeah, so Zagoni Studios, which was originally Be Something Studios, was the first. They created it, right? Bill Weissman did the sculpt, and then they manufactured and created it. And we, over the years, developed a really good relationship with them. We use their factory for some of our stuff. And we had a conversation about bringing out some of the original Be Something masks. And since they switched over to Zagoni Studios, they weren't really wanting to bring out some of the old classic Be Somethings because they kind of passed it. But you know, we've always been big fans of the vintage classic masks, so we asked, can we release them under a quote classic Zagoni collection? And the answer was yes. So we came out with about 4 masks initially, and then every year we kept adding. And then I got an email from Tony Zagoni saying that they found the original 74 mold and that it was in bad shape, but they were able to clean it out and get it back to its original condition, and would we be interested in bringing those out as part of the Zagoni Classic Collection? And I mean, that was an emphatic yes.
And you had mentioned that you had to do a lot of work on this mold to actually get it production ready.
Yeah, apparently there was a lot of like latex and that was just completely glued into the mold, and it just wasn't coming out, and it took them a long time to get everything out and clean it. That's why if you look at our copy, I think it has a little more detail than some of the originals, because that original mold had so much gook and that a lot of the detail kind of got smoothed out a little. I've looked at 2 side by side. It seems like there's a little more detail now.
Yeah, and this is actually, you had mentioned a true reissue, because it's actually being produced at the Zagoni.
Yeah, Zagoni's doing it for us. We're doing the Plush Hood. We're doing both the green and the brown Fang-Face, and then we also offer, it's over there, but the female Fang-Face, which was the replacement, because what they ended up doing, the mold was so shot that they ended up re-sculpting the mask, and they called it the female Fang-Face.
Yeah, I'll take a look at both the male and the female in this video, and I certainly recommend these masks. Thanks for talking to us today, Chris.
All right.
Thanks. And so, as Chris Zephro has stated, this mask is really a true reissue. It's not a reproduction. It's not a recreation. It is really the original mask reissued, and this is obviously from the original mold. And I mean, it's really, I left the tags on it. As most of you know in my videos, I like to leave a hang tag on my masks, and I will leave this hang tag from Trick or Treat Studios on this mask. But what's really neat, and I'm going to pan up here, you can see that this has a Zagoni Studios tag on it. And I'm going to remove this one and save it, of course, because it's a little obtrusive and I don't like hang tags per se. But you can see here that it says the original Fang-Face green, 1977 original Fang-Face green on the tag. And so this is really a reissue. It's not a reproduction in any way. And I'd like to talk about some of the similarities and some of the differences that I can see in this mask from the original 1977 version. And so, as I said, this is offered in both the male and the female from Trick or Treat Studios. Here you can see a picture from Mask Fest 2017 of both masks side by side.
Okay, yeah, I'm going.
There's both the male and the female Fang-Face. All right, beautiful masks. And I'd like to first let me just show you. Here's the original 1977 issue male Fang-Face that I've covered in a previous video, and they are virtually identical. Obviously, they're from the same mold, and in fact, some of the similarities or some of the identical features are that obviously, being from the same mold, they have all of the same characteristics in the latex, and it says "Be Something Studios, bye bye" on the inside of the back of the mask. But one thing, as Chris mentioned, this new version, this new issue, actually has more detail. So I don't know if you can see it in this video. I hope that you can. But this original male Fang-Face has less detail particularly inside the wrinkles. There's small hash marks and small wrinkles here under the eye. They're not evident in the original. And as Chris mentioned, it's because that mold over time became impacted with latex, and they just kept obviously producing the mask from the mold, and the detail sort of started to slip away. And what that really does, and I think you can see it in this video, when the paint's applied, the wash is put over the darker color. It really brings out those details, and it looks like a much more bold paint job. You can see a lot more detail. Obviously, I love and everyone loves the original Fang-Face masks, but this one really does pop out. You can really see in both the male and the female version that detail really comes forward, and it's just fantastic to be able to get a female version in my collection, because they are hard to find, and the female version is difficult. Both are difficult to find, but the female version in particular has been sort of the holy grail and a tough one to find for me in good condition. Some of the differences, there aren't many, other than the detail. The plush hood is included in the new one. It does have the crease in the middle, just like the original does. It is slightly thinner gauge plush, but from the outside, it looks exactly the same from the outside of it. When you feel it, it is just a little bit thinner, but really not too much. It looks great. Also, the original has a Velcro close here at the front, sewn in, and the new Trick or Treat Studios version has that same Velcro closure as well. And I think you can also see from this close-up shot really how great that detail is and how great the paint job is on this. That's really the differences, that's all. Other than that, this is a reissue of the original, and I recommend this mask to everyone. if you would like to get a Fang-Face in your collection, this may be the way to do it. It's available now. I recommend it to everyone. It's fantastic. I'm excited to have it. It's going to be displayed next to my original. I hope to find a 1977 version at some point, but certainly this one just fits the bill in my collection until that time. It's really great. If you don't have a Fang-Face in your collection, I'd pick up both the male and the female. I really would recommend it. They are fantastic. I want to thank Chris for spending some time with us today in this video, and get over to the Trick or Treat Studios website really and pick up at least one or both of these masks. They're fantastic. I want to thank him for being a mask enthusiast and really seeing the value in reissuing a classic design and an important mask to the collecting community. It's just a great thing that he did, and Trick or Treat Studios has done in reissuing this mask. So that is the female Fang-Face from Trick or Treat Studios, and thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.